them can't stop ya. Youth, unstoppable, run away train.
Yep. It is officially Wednesday night. Awesome show. About to get into it. Yes, tonight is another hot topic, people. I wonder if you're ready for this. Hope everybody had an awesome day. Of course, you know the usual. Me have to say big up to everybody who is here. Blessings to one and all. Have a welcome to all the new viewers who are here tonight. All right, thank you for checking in. Now, people, I'm not going to waste too much time talking because, as I always said, the show is only for an hour. And tonight's caller have a mouthful that she wants to get out there for me and all I want to hear. All right? Now, earlier yesterday or earlier today or sometime, I remember I posted a memo where I said, each person invite 5 persons to tonight's stream, and the very first person who gets 5 of the new viewers to say, I am new and invited by, or new and sent by, for example, I'm new sent by Anake Unstoppable. If I see persons, 5 new people comment that, I'm giving away a $25 gift card or $25 phone credit to that first person. But I will be doing that roll call at the end of the show. So you better make sure you start inviting 5 people right now. All right? 5 people. All right? 5 people. At the end of the show, I'm going to ask all the newbies to announce themselves, make themselves known, and say who sent you. And the very first 5 people I see to mention the same name wins. That person wins a $25 Amazon gift card or $25 phone credit. With that said, let's get into tonight's topic. So, people, tonight's topic, boy, I know I love them kind of conversation here. I see. Watch this now. My husband slept on the floor for 2 years just to avoid sexual contact. Lord Jesus. Lord God. People who hear that one, yeah? My husband slept on the floor for 2 years just to avoid sexual contact. Una ready for that one, yeah? I wonder if una ready for that one, yeah? Let's get into it. But as you know already, remember to be respectful to my caller. Remember to be respectful to each other in the comment section. Or else, them people they were only seeing a blue, them special to me, and them consider my show to be special as well. So if you come and pass a place and call anybody nickname, any kind of name or not like that, you will be blocked by one of them. So with that said, caller, good night. How are you?
Good night. How are you? Good night, Unstoppable, and all Unstoppable family and viewers.
Thank you for contacting me to share your experience. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. So I know you told me that you have an experience that you wanted to share. Now you tell me a little piece of it, and you left the rest for me here for myself on this show. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give you the platform as I always do, and I'm going to just shut up my little big mouth and make you take over, all right? But I will jump in every now and then where I feel the need to ask a question, all right? So the show is yours. Go right ahead.
Okay, thank you. So back in 2009, I was kind of single, and well, I was single, and I met a young man, and we met by social media. And so during that time, conversation, talking on the phone, all day, every day, started to build a relationship, and you know, and during that, time doing building the relationship, I realized that he had a visa. So I invited him, which I paid for him to come to the U.S. for a visit. So when he came for the visit, we found out that we kind of had like some emotional connections, and started to talk about taking the relationship to another level. And from the first visit in September, he started to come like I started to allow him to come like every 30, 40 days or so. So he came up for Christmas.
All right,
And when he came for Christmas.
hold on. Wait a minute. The first question me have to ask you right now. Me have to stop
Mm-hmm.
you this early in the conversation and ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You said you started to talk to this person in 2009, How soon after
Yes.
you started talking with this person did he make his first visit?
He made his first visit about 30 days later.
So you and this person was talking for 30 days after you met him on social media, and 30 days later you invited him to the States and you covered
Yes.
the cost?
Yes.
Okay. And then you say him start to come again like every 30 days
Yes.
and you cover the
At my
cost?
expense. Yes.
Hold on there. Wait there. Hold on. Wait there. I want to make sure the viewers hear what I go on. You meet this man. No, wait there. Stop. Wait there. You meet this man in 2009. You invited him to come over. Only after 30 days of meeting him, you covered the cost. And then after his very first trip, he would return back to Jamaica. And then 30 days later, return back to you. And you cover the cost every single time. I just want to make sure that's what you said.
Yes, unstoppable.
Me know the viewers are gonna have some questions to ask about this, but anyway, continue. Go right along.
So, so we decided that he would come up for the Christmas holidays. I was gonna travel to visit him, so we decided that since he had not spent time in the U.S. for, the holiday, that it would be a good idea for him to come up for the Christmas holiday. And so, of course, I put the ticket, and he came up for the holiday, and it was really nice. We spent, quality time. Went, to different places in the U.S. Showed him around. Took a couple of trips, and then he left to go back to Jamaica in January. But during that time, we kind of was talking about, getting married and moving the relationship to another level because, age and everything. And I was in, prime time that I was ready to settle down. So we decided that we would, probably take it to the next level. So before he left, I said, well, let's just start at least looking at rings and taking your measurements just in case while you're away, I decide, on a date that you could actually come up and we can, get married.
Now, just out of curiosity, you know me have to ask this question. Who was buying this ring? Just out of curiosity, I have to ask this question.
I bought everything.
You say that again?
I purchased everything.
You see, you have people start to call the phone already. People, the show, the phone line not open yet. Please stop calling. Don't call yet, people, please. All right? Continue for me there.
So we were looking at rings, and then I decided to pay down on the ring, and then we would, come up with the date. But nevertheless, doing all of this time, like there were some red flags that I kind of ignored, Um, Sometimes at night, when he returned back to his home, sometimes at night, it was always a phone issue. Like, oh, my phone is broke. Something is wrong with it. Um, I dropped it, or it's not holding any calls, and it just cuts itself off. It's not holding the charge. So, of course, I wanted to make sure that he could speak to me. So I wanted to purchase him a phone. And I guess I got blindsided because he had a decent job. And, I'm looking for someone that can come and have something to bring to the table. And I looked at his work history and, family life. And so I kind of used that to kind of gauge where I wanted to go with the relationship. So we decided quickly that we were going to get married in February. So he came up in February, and it was a blizzard. But I had already planned this wedding. It wasn't a really huge wedding, but it was really intimate, and a lot of people.
Let's make sure that the viewers are not getting lost here. All right. So you met him in
Okay.
2009. He came the very first month. What month he came?
He came. I met him. I want to say late August, and he came like very first part of October.
Okay. and then you got married in February of 2010.
Yes.
Why that soon?
I don't know. You know, I, you know, you know, and to this day, I still don't know why. Like, even my parents was asking me, like, why so soon? You know, and I'm not gonna blame him for that part. I'm gonna blame myself.
Was
And the
that
reason why,
was that your first time getting married?
yes,
You had any kids before that?
I have one child, and he's an adult child.
Okay.
So it's not like I wanted to rush to have a baby or anything like that. I didn't plan on having any more kids because my son was an adult and I had already had my first grandchild. So
Mm-hmm.
no. Um, so we got married at my expense. Um, it was very, like I said, it was very nice and intimate. And another reason why is because my stepdad, who had been in my life for like 30 something years, he was very sick. And so I kind of like wanted him to be a part of it in case something should happen, you know? And so we got married. He stayed. He decided he was going to stay because he had a choice to either stay or he could have gone back home. So during this time, like I said, there was a few red flags. So let me go back a little bit. So when I picked them up from the airport and we got back to my house phone rung and I answered it, and the person, it was a woman on the other line, and she said, "Could I speak to that person?"
Hold on a
And I
moment for me,
said,
Carla. Hold on a moment for me. All right, viewers, I welcome all the new people here. If this is your very first time here, I welcome you. However, if you are new here and you do not know how I operate this show, let me tell you right now. If you cannot be respectful, you will be blocked. You are welcome to share your opinion, but share it in a respectful manner. I do not tolerate disrespect to my caller. I do not tolerate disrespect in my comment section amongst each other either. So if you cannot be respectful, click off. You're welcome to stay, but be respectful, or else my moderators will block you. All right? Thank you. Continue, caller.
yeah. So a woman asked to speak to him. So I didn't want to be like this nagging person and say, "Who is that? Who is that? Who's calling?" Because he's coming up and there's a blizzard. He had to come up in the middle of a blizzard, and so I did not ask the person who's calling. So the conversation was really brief, and I asked him. I said, "Who is that that's calling? That calling my house phone?" And he said, "Oh, it's just somebody checking to make sure I made it okay." That was red flag number one. And so I didn't question it. It's getting ready to be my wedding in a couple of days. People are coming from all over across the city, the state. So I just wanted to be a joyous occasion. And so we did get married. Um, and life went on. We went on a small honeymoon. Life went back to normal. I went back to work, um, working two jobs sometimes, trying to maintain the household alone because he was here, but he was not working because he didn't have anything to work, so he was here during the day. Um, so second red flag is that I gave him a cell phone during this time. So not only am I maintaining the household, but I'm maintaining now a high cell phone bill. The cell phone bill was running me like 300-400 US per month because whoever he was communicating with, back home, he didn't take in consideration that I was paying this phone bill. I guess he just thought it was free because he didn't have to pay for it. So anyway, I spoke to him about the phone bill. I didn't really ask him who he was talking to. I just told him to be mindful that I have to pay the phone bill. So if he's calling people, he may need to, call them on WhatsApp or get a credit and, to text them or what have you. So during this time, as I said, I was, he was just here when I come home from work in the evening, tired, no food cooked. He's just relaxed. What did you eat? He ate, but he never thought about like maybe I should fix some food for my wife. She's coming home, she's handling everything on her own, so I had to come home and kind of fend for myself, which is okay. So fast forward now, the years going by pretty fast. I started to put in his paperwork. So when I started to put in his paperwork, not long after that, he found out that his father had passed away. And so he had already stayed, so he could not go back home to bury his dad. So, of course, at my expense, I sent money towards the burial, and the father was buried and, all of that stuff. So during that year, um, I was exercising and I fell and broke my ankle. And I didn't realize how bad I had broke my ankle because I was still able to walk. So um, I had a soft cast put on my foot, um, and I took it off because I wanted to travel. I had planned to travel to abroad that same year, so I took the cast off and I traveled. So when I got back to the States, I realized that I had crushed my bone because I walked on my foot. So now I had to have surgery on my foot to get a bone replacement, and that put me down for like 4 months. I had to literally be in a wheelchair and like bedridden for almost 4 months. So at that time, he would wake up in the morning, get up and prepare breakfast for himself and sit down and watch TV. Never one time asking me like, would you like to have some breakfast, or would you, are you okay? Like, do you need to go shower? So my mom and my cousin had to come every day to make sure that I ate and I had a shower.
All
So
right.
he basically had started. Go ahead.
This was how long? Oh,
This is like, so this was in October
no, I mean
when
how many years or how many months this was in the
this
marriage?
this in this same year in 2010.
How much months after you got married to him?
Six. Let me see. About 8 months.
All right. So when you met this man, right? Let me ask you. When you met this man, what
Hmm.
was it that caused you to take on to him so swiftly? Like what was it? Is it that he just sweet? What? Cause I'm baffled as to what it was.
I think it was so many contributing factors. Like, I don't want to say his mouth was sweet, but he had a decent conversation. That's one. Number two, as I said, that his work ethics was really good. And I kind of got got connected with the family. So I was been in a relationship with the family and his son. Um, And maybe, to be honest, maybe, we as women, we get lonely. Like, you want someone. I was in a relationship previously that didn't work out. Me and the person, we went our separate ways, but we remained very close because it was a child that was involved, although it was not my biological child. So, I was here, and I would guess you can say, I'm just saying, hey, maybe I should just get married. Maybe I should have a husband of my own now. I'm getting up in age,
But with all
kind of settle.
with financially
Hmm.
supporting him on every level, wouldn't that be like taking on a grown child to maintain? You
Exactly.
didn't look at it
Hmm.
that way?
Not because I feel like the reason why I did not look at it that way during that time is because I wanted him to be here with me. But I did not realize the financial burden it would have on me until it was just like a disaster, until it was too late.
Mm. So all right, so you got injured, right? You
Yes.
got
Hmm.
injured and you was bedridden for a while, right?
Yes.
And
Hmm.
not even at that point this man wanted to step up and take care of you.
Nope.
So what tell
The only thing that he would do is push, like he would take me to the doctor. I still had to drive, but he would take me to the doctor and, and just kind of be there. He was just like there, but not there. You understand? He would just take me to the doctor and just hear what the doctor had to say. Because I had a hard cast on, they had to change it like every 2 weeks. I was I couldn't do anything. I had to go to the doctor like every 2 weeks. And I was still getting income because of the type of work that I do. I had my disability monies and stuff like that. So I was still taking care of all of the household
Mm-hmm.
sick. So
Was he
there
working at
was
this
time.
point?
No, he wasn't. Not yet. His
What?
work permit hadn't came yet.
Okay. All right, continue.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry I keep stopping you, but it's just that I have to ask these questions because I just couldn't understand. But continue for me. Go right ahead.
okay. So so my mom and my cousin had to come up every day to help me out, because we want to take a shower and feel fresh and make sure that you're taking good care of your hygiene and stuff. And so my cousin would have to literally come home from work every day to make sure that I had a shower because he wouldn't even offer. So when he would see my cousin, he said, she doesn't even ask me to help her. And my cousin said to him, should she ask you?
Exactly. Why would
You
you need
know,
to ask him? That's your husband. That's his responsibility. If you can't help yourself, him
exactly,
supposed to be there to make sure that you're okay. Especially a woman who is making sure that him okay financially. You shouldn't
in every way.
even while you were going to work, him should have make sure it's a food prepared and everything when you come home. Cause I mean, anyway, continue the caller. Go on talk.
Yes. Um, just time went by. I was down for about 4 months. I got the clearance to go back to work, so I went back to work. And not long after that, I can't remember exactly the day, but not long after that, he was able to get his work permit. And I was so happy because I know now he would be able to work and contribute to the household because now, I've tapped into monies. Although I was getting disability, I still had to tap into monies, to maintain the household, medication, everything. So, so now, I'm moving around. I'm back on my feet. And when the work permit came, the first night I was like, let's celebrate. Like I was so excited. And, got your work permit. I know I can get you a job because I know a lot of people, you know. So the first night he got his work permit, he slept on the living room sofa. You guys may say settee, but he slept on his settee. So about 3 a.m. I woke up and said, why don't you come to your bed? And he said, he's not a child and he can come when he feel like it. And I said, that's true. I said, I'm not saying it in no way. I'm just saying, like, you're sleeping on a settee, that's furniture, my money bought. So you should be sleeping in your bed. So he said, well, I can do one better. And he slept on the floor. And from that day forward, he slept on the floor for 2 years.
Wait there. Stick up in. So his paperwork came through.
Part of it.
Prior to the paperwork coming through, he was sleeping comfortably on the bed.
Yes.
Was there any kind of interaction between you and him during this time?
What do you mean, like verbal? At that point,
interaction.
It was never strong after the marriage. Like we didn't even consummate the marriage. It wasn't strong, and he contributed that to him not working and missing home and different things like that. So it was not that strong.
Wait, you say him, so hold on there. So him there say him never want to do nothing with you because what?
He wasn't working. He wasn't contributing.
So him there say he's stressed out.
Yes.
So
and then
question. So during this time you and him married, you not even consummate the marriage like you said. How during this, because we're looking at an 8-month period from what you said earlier before all this started to happen with your foot incident. So during this 8-month period, how many times would you say your husband actually was intimate with you, if you can remember?
I know at one point it was like 2 months. He nothing. So maybe about 5 times. I want to say maybe five, maybe six, if that much.
Over
That might
eight
be a lot.
month period.
Yes.
People in the year what going here, so 5 times, maybe six. Her very own husband was intimate with her over a 8 month period. So, what led to him wanting to sleep on the floor, though? Because from what you said, him getting paperwork, was he excited when him getting paperwork or what? And him just had chill out in the living room or what? What was going down?
So that's what I thought it was. When he got the work permit, I said, okay, maybe he is, excited. And I get that. He's home, Um, but then when he took to the floor, um, the next night, I said, so it's a regular thing then. Well, you told me not to sleep on the settee. And I said, I told you not to sleep on the settee because we have a bed. We have a marital bed. So not because I wanted to have a fight or because I want to, dictate to you or control you. I'm just saying, like, I'm your wife, come to bed. And he said he's not a kid. And so that became his bed for 2 years.
So for 2 years, your husband was sleeping on the floor in the room with you, in the same room?
Yeah, so he was sleeping beside. So it was a space. It was a space beside the bed. He made a complete pallet, I don't know what you guys call it, but a pallet on the floor where he padded it up. He used my blankets and my comforters, and he piled it up. And he had his computer there. It was like a little home right there on the floor.
So,
and I would get up every day and look at him on the floor.
Let's take a look at you for a minute. As a woman, how did that make you feel? Let's get a little bit emotional right now. For 2 years.
Yeah, you can really make me get really emotional.
Yeah, I want you to get emotional because this is sad. As a woman, for 2 years, you're married to a man who refuses to sleep even in the same bed with you, that he would prefer to sleep on the floor. How did that make you feel as a woman?
It made me feel, first of all, it stopped playing with my self-esteem. It made me feel inadequate as a woman. That, it played on my psyche every single day. I became so depressed. I was ashamed to tell my friends and family because, once again, that I told you so's and stuff. I didn't want to hear that. So it's like I shut myself off from the world and just lived a lie. I lived a lie. Yeah.
So within these 2 years, did it ever cross your mind that, you know what, I need to get out of this situation because it's not working? Because clearly it wasn't working. But before you even get to that, continue with what you were saying before I stopped you.
So I thought, so now he was able to get a job. I had friends, like I said, I knew a lot of people in, high places. So I was able to get him a really, really good job. And so, he's contributing to the household, kind of letting me control some of the money. He had a part-time job, so he was using that money. He was kind of letting me control some of the money towards the house, but I didn't know the whole time that was his way of saying, now we're in a business marriage, like he's paying me. You understand? But it was unspoken language. So, I start hearing things in the neighborhood now. So here come the shame part. So I start hearing things in the neighborhood, some of the same people that I'm telling him, I don't associate. It's not that I think I'm better, but, you have to, pick and choose your battles and pick and choose your friends. And so I, told him a couple of people that I don't really associate with some of the people in my community. I go to work and I come home and, I ask that he do the same. If you talk to people, just keep your business to yourself, remain respectful, and those things, And he was like, okay. And I start, people start coming to my mom and telling her that they saw him with, said female in the community. And, a couple of people were saying that they seen him, but again, I didn't go to him and confront him with it. I just kind of let it go because I said I don't want to put too much in it. I don't really want to be accusing people of doing things that's not happening. So, let me just watch and see. So one day I was leaving out, and the same female that people were, saying that he's with came up to me. She called me, and I've been knowing her for a lot of years. So she called me and she said, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "Sure." And she said, "I want to apologize to you." And I said, "For what?" And she said, "Because the whole time he had me believing that you were out cheating on him. And I realized it was not you, that it was him." So I said, "What are you talking about?" Like I'm lost. She said, "Your husband." She said, "I saw him with this other girl in a restaurant the other day, and I was so heated." So I said, "Well, why were you so upset? Like, I'm not, why you upset?" She said, "Because the way he sit down and was talking about you, talking bad about you, I realized that you weren't the one, it was him." So I said, "Well, I've been told on several occasions that you and him have been sighted together too. So, it sounds like you're very upset that you saw him with another female." So she said, "No, I'm just upset because I know that you helped him, and you're helping him and stuff, and I see that he's really dissing you, and he's talking about you and stuff." And she showed me the pallet on the floor. She said, "I know he sleeps on the floor." I was crushed completely. I apologize.
That's fine. That's fine. Let it right out. That's fine. I understand exactly how you feel.
So I came in the house, and now I'm upset because this girl knows all of my business. I had some female issues going on. It started to literally make me sick. So I had some female stuff going on at the same time after that, and so she knew all of that. She knew everything, and so I kind of confronted him and said, "Hey, this is things that I don't share with people in my community. Like, I don't just, notice that my house is quiet. Like, I don't have women just coming in randomly sleeping, sitting on my couch for us to talk, and, calling up women and just telling them my business, and things like that." So I told him it was like shame on me.
Right.
And I said, "Did you share this information? And if you did, why are you like, that's things that I wouldn't share with anyone." And he said, "No, it wasn't him," and this and that. And I said, "Well, there's no other way for her to know because I wouldn't tell her that,
Mm-hmm.
you know." So he kept saying he didn't, and saying all these things. So I just said, "Okay, forget it." So long story short, he was going to work. He came in when he felt like it. As I said, he contributed to the household, but there was nothing between him and I. He just, he just came in and went as he pleased. And I kept saying, "We need to get a divorce, and I don't want to go further with the interview because at this time, we hadn't even done the interview yet." So he was saying to me, like, "If you don't do the interview and I have to go back home, then he's going to be shaming, he's going to go back home and feel shame, and, because he came here for a better life,
Yeah, but
and, all
he
of
was
these things."
shaming you, so why should you care? He was shaming
Exactly.
you. You shouldn't care at all. You should have been like, okay, I'll make sure, since you were buying all his tickets and everything before, you should have been like, all right, your tickets already bought. Hit the next flight out. You shouldn't care anymore
Exactly.
about him at that point.
So the interview came, and I did it. And it was so bad. The interview was so bad. I was so emotional in the interview that they just ended the interview. So he did not get his stuff at the same time. It took at least another 6 to 8 months before they called us back. And it was a different, person doing the interview. And I tried my best to hold my composure because at that point now I feel like I'm just doing a service.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, it's not anything other than just me helping an individual from my heart. You understand?
Right.
So, so he ended up, getting it, but I did not know that he was connected to, INS. So he was looking online, so he knew exactly when his car was coming and everything. He knew everything. So he just kept asking me like, did it come? But I never knew at that time like I could have held it. I just thought that I'm supposed to give it to him because this is my first time going through all of this. Like I've never, married and filed for anyone or anything like that. So I was just like, okay, I just gave it to him. And then he really started like showing me, his true color. So, it was just like we was coexisting. We weren't in anything. We weren't in a relationship. So I was kind of like I didn't sleep outside of the house because I still feel like there's a level of respect. But I was just coming and going when I felt like it, and he was doing the same thing. So eventually, I was going back and forth to Jamaica, and he kept saying to me like, "Did I meet somebody?" And I'm like, "Why are you, not knowing that he's trying to build a case against me now?" And I was like, "No, I didn't meet anybody. I'm just going away for basically like for like solitude, just to get my mind right, just enjoy myself because that's something that have been doing for years. So so he was saying that he heard that I was going to Jamaica and I have a man and all of these things and he knows that I'm cheating and that's it. Like this is it. That's it. That's the ultimate thing you can do. You can to cheat on me. Um, so if you try to come at me for anything else, like he's gonna use those things against me because I was cheating and he got proof. And I said, okay, whatever.
But he was not
Um,
involved with you, so why that matter to him what you do with your time?
because he was ready to walk away. So he needed something, he needed something to try to make me feel like, oh, this is all of your fault. Like, I'm walking away from this, but I want to make sure that I feel good about walking away because he really had no reason to. You understand? So he had to come up with something. And I don't know if someone was talking to him on that end, like he would just he would just come in with all of these crazy ideas, and I'm just like, okay, whatever they say, whatever you say, that's fine. So that next year, I lost my job. My job downsized, and I ended up being at home for an extended period of time. But in this same year, so many things happened. Like I lost my job. I found out, that I was really sick, and then my stepdad of 40 years passed away. And then on top of that, he announced that he was going to leave. And so I'm just like, now you're kicking me to the curb. I don't have a job. I lost my stepdad. I'm sick. So now you're getting ready to leave. He didn't even like try to cover me on his insurance or anything at that time when he knew that's when I needed it the most, you know? And I covered him on everything, on all of my insurance, everything, um, before he was, able to get his stuff situated. So I said, you're really, all of a sudden he just started being extremely nice. Like, it's almost like he started stocking up the house with all of these household products, bleach, and just different things like that. Hello?
I'm here. Go ahead. We're
Oh,
listening.
oh yeah, no, I'm sorry because my phone was ringing. He starts stocking up the house. He bought a TV. And I'm just like, wow, he just doing all these things. So, I'm going in my mind and say, just maybe, he wants to save his marriage, So I'm not thinking at the same time that he's getting to drop the bomb on me, that he's leaving. So I said, okay. Um, he said to me, he said he's gonna be out at this time. A couple years passed. He's gonna be out of the house by December 31st. He will be out before the first of the year. Nice Christmas gift. I said, thank you. Okay. So he December 31st came and I started looking around the house and I noticed that his things were still in the house and nothing is packed. So I kind of confronted him and said, well, I thought you said you would be out by December 31st. Um, what's happening? Well, he wanted to stay for an additional 5 days because I guess the place that he was getting wasn't ready. I said, well, in America, that's considered as storage, right? So if you stay here for an additional 5 days, and your things stay here, then you have to pay 5 days worth of rent.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, don't worry, I'll just leave. So he left. I didn't hear from him for months. He never called. He never said, let me see if she's okay. Knowing she lost her dad, she's sick, nothing. He just disappeared. I didn't know where he was living, no forwarding address, nothing. And so now I'm worried because that legally I'm still responsible for him. So now I'm worried, like, oh God, has anything happened? Should I call? Should I call his family?
All
I
right.
don't know.
At the time, what green card did he get? Him get a 2 year.
10 year.
Him get the 10 year.
Yes.
That's why I need to carry on. So.
Yep. And I didn't see, and those things I did not find out until later that once he gets the 10 years, nothing I can do. Nothing. I couldn't do anything because that's like sealed. If he would have got the 2 year, I could have stopped the 10 year. So one day, out of the clear blue, he just decided to contact me like 6 months later, he's just like a little snake, just like a little lady.
Mm-hmm.
I need to talk to you. I said, okay. So we there now. I've gotten back a job. I've moved on. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting there. You know, and I have purchased myself a new car. I might as well. I had went through my savings. My savings was shot. I had started messing with my retirement and everything. So might as well just get a car. I purchased a new car, and he saw me, and he said, "How did you get a new car?" So I asked him. I said, "When you met me, I had everything. I had a car, I had a place, like I had my own stuff, I had my own job, I was independent. So did you not? Leaving me, did you really think that was gonna, make my life different? Yeah, it did for a little while.
I'm curious to ask you, right? At this point, you never hate this man, like even the blood
Yeah,
will run
I
through your
did.
vein. You know, suppose because
I did.
him
I
deserve
just
you if you
don't.
hate him. Like just
I
just
did.
just the sight of him supposed to make your skin crawl at this point. So how him even
Hmm.
not come approach you and ask you about where you get care? While you're at your worst, him
I
decide to
wouldn't say
kick you while you're down. So
right. I wouldn't say hate because to me hate is very strong words, but I couldn't stomach him. Like he made me sick, literally. I didn't like to see him. I didn't want to talk to him. Everything about him just made me sick. You know. And then he just had this demeanor. Like his demeanor was like, you know, like when he talked to people, like hi, like I'm better than this person. Like he was up there. And I'm just looking at him saying, you you wouldn't even understand. I don't want to say that on this on the live, but if you only knew. So I'm just like, okay. So then he approached me about his son. Now he wants to be my friend. He's calling me every day. You okay? Have you eaten anything? How you feeling? All of these things. But somebody kept saying, Jackie, I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize.
that's fine.
Somebody kept saying that he has something up his sleeve. And I kept saying, you think so? And they said, yeah. So he approached me about filing for his son to bring his son to the U.S. So I said, I said no. I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not gonna help. I mean, you have something. So in a couple of years, you can get your citizenship and you can do it yourself. And me and the son had a really good relationship, so I did it. I filed for him and I brought him to the States, even after all of that.
And I'm forced to ask you this question. Who pay for the son for come to the States?
Both of us.
Why? Why?
Well, it cost me with certain things. He paid for a lot of it,
But why
but
did
it was
you
just
have
things
to?
that he was moving really slow with that was
You
time
already was doing
constraint.
enough by doing a favor to get his son there. Why did you have to even contribute financially to that cause? No matter how close you and the son is or was, that was not your responsibility. Why? If him the choose to move slow with it, then him a hold up his own son's progress.
True. And I just kept thinking, well, my name is in it, so I don't want to, I don't want. They kept, sending me the letter, so I said, okay, let me just finish off the process and do what I need to do, so I can, pretty much move on. So once the son got here, I said, well, okay, the divorce is gonna cost like $80. Can you at least give me the divorce? And he said, no, he's not gonna pay for it. And I said, why? He said, because he doesn't believe in divorce. And I said, okay. So I went down and I filed the papers myself and I paid for it because I was ready at this point to be done with everything. And he did not know that I had filed the paperwork. And we have to get like a process server. I can't you know serve him. So um I got a member of my family to serve him, and he was very, very upset. Like, he's not going to show up to court and all of these things. And I said, well, you're not really actually hurting me because I have, as long as I know you've been served, I'm going to get the divorce. And so I don't know what else he had lined up for me, but I was done. I was, I was officially done.
So there's I have to ask you this because obviously you dish out a whole heap of money upon him over the course
Yeah.
of since you met him throughout the marriage,
hmm
even after him walk out upon the marriage, you were still spending. So I have to ask you this question. Was there ever a time where after him walk out and leave, him ever call you and ask you for borrow any money or anything like that?
No, he's never called me and asked me to borrow any money. But if I ever called him and say, hey, you know, um, could I get like $500 or something like that? He will always say, no, I don't have it. He just was never like a giving person when it came to me. Just never a giver. Nope. He just didn't feel like, and he didn't. I mean, like it was the thing about it, Unstoppable. It was so many things that he showed me that I closed my eyes to, because it was times when I talked about, like, let's get a purchase a house together. Let's try to make something of, the marriage. Let's still try to make it work. He just never showed any interest in anything. But during this time, he had plans. Like, I was told that he said he didn't like darker skinned women and stuff like that. And I just could not believe that somebody could discriminate you because of your skin complexion, which we know it happens.
Wait, wait, wait,
Um,
wait. Let's make sure the callers hear, the viewers hear that. You said you found out later that he said he doesn't like darker skinned women.
yes,
And what is your complexion?
I'm dark.
So when you add up all this, right? Looking at it now, when you add up all this, what do you think he was doing? Or what do you think the reason was he even was talking to you at that time, or even get married to you?
Well, he probably felt like um because how everything went, that probably that I couldn't get anyone, that I had low self esteem, that he really wanted to come to the States. Like, you know, like I said, I don't really want to discuss where he came from and stuff like that,
That's
but
fine.
it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
He had a pretty decent job back home, but it was bad. It was not good. So, he wanted to get out.
What is the relationship now with you and the son that you brought there?
So the son, he still he texts me. We don't see each other much because I have since moved on. And we sometimes he come around and spend time with us, and and things like that. But he's a young adult, so he has his own little life, and he's working
Mm-hmm.
now. He's doing really well, and he calls me, like he calls and say, "Hey, mom," and stuff like that. So he checks on me. So it's pretty decent. He all I can honestly say he did not forget about me,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
I think that mostly came from his mom.
let's get to the good part now. You filed for the
Okay.
divorce. Did the
Yes.
divorce come through?
Yes.
Good.
It came through.
Good.
Um, I was in a relationship for 4 years. I've been married for 1 year. December was a year. I'm happily married.
No, no,
um,
no, no. Wait there. I have to ask you this now. For all who are listening, you met someone else,
uh-huh.
and a year later you got married. A year later this time,
I was with them for 4 years.
you was with this person for 4 years.
Yes.
Good. So at least you took the time to get to know this person.
Exactly.
And this
We
person,
actually lived together for 2, and then we were together for, and then we got married for 1 year now.
and this
So yeah.
person is another Jamaican, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
But it's a different circumstances.
Thank you.
Different circumstances though. So let me be clear. It's not the same
And the
circumstance.
reason why I
And when
pointed it out, sorry, Carla, the reason why I pointed it out that this is another Jamaican that she said she is happily married with is because there are some persons in the chat, in this very same chat tonight, where they pan, oh, Jamaican man this, Jamaican man that, Jamaican man this, Jamaican. Not every Jamaican man is a dog. Not every
that's
Jamaican
true.
man is a narcissist, like Mrs. Somano comment. Not every Jamaican man is horrible. Yes, on
That's
this
true.
show, you've heard some bad experiences, but those are isolated experiences. Like you hear the caller
Hmm.
said, she met someone now she's been married to for a year, and she is happily married. Been with this person for 4, happily married for a year, right?
Yes.
Happily
Yes.
married. So that is the grand finale. That is the good news to end this show tonight. She dash
Yes.
with the waist man and find another Jamaican man who no mind her dark complexion, who love up her dark complexion, and guess what? Make them know say must sleep beside you upon the bed and I give you where you forget
Every
at night
night.
time. Yeah, that Lord
Every
God.
night.
Whoa! Where you say, I give you it on time.
Every night. No
Oh,
problem.
oh. Would you hear that, people? One time she'll get it this time. But I can tell you this. I can tell you this. That first brother is not your loss. It's his
Right.
loss.
I believe that.
It's his
I
loss.
believe that.
And
Hmm.
your husband right now, I'm going to say if, but this is no shade to you. If everything that you said is true about the way you treated this man, your husband have a great wife. Your
Oh, he
present
says it
husband.
every day.
All
He
right?
calls me and leave messages and just say, I just wanted you to know that you're one of the best people that I know in the world. Like, I love you.
Good.
He doesn't have a problem with saying that. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
And I
Awesome.
just think out of everything bad, that something good does happen. He's
Yeah.
a very humble person. Very
Right.
humble person. Yes.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. You just,
Thank
but see,
you.
there's something I always say. Sometimes we get with people, and that person who is there is just standing in the way of who you're actually
Hmm.
supposed to be with. right?
Exactly.
So that was the
Exactly.
situation with you. You was just with someone who was in the way of that person who was actually going to love you for you. Love up your dark
Hmm.
complexion and make sure say him
Exactly.
sort you out on a regular. All right?
On a regular basis. That's right. Thank you.
What you know? Watch you, oh, the whole out I get excited now. No love them kind
I
of
know.
conversation here. You see, watch them. But yes, Carla, I'm very happy for you. So what I'm going to do right now, that is it. All right, we have 4 minutes left on the show. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a few call-ins so you can jump onto the show and listen to what the callers have to say. But I'm quite sure tonight's phone line I go ring off of the hook because everybody happy and excited for you for tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, viewers and Unstoppable family. Thank you for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. All right, so
All right.
people, want to hear that? It's a success ending. It's a successful ending. I like the way how it ends. You understand what I say? So the phone line is open. I'm not going to waste too much time. The phone line is open. What do I know if say tonight? I like the way it ends. I mean, right now, I know say Queen Rocks Donna dial Unstoppable number, you know, cause if, hey, people, me say, who did hear me say a while ago? Me know say Queen Rocks a dial my number right now, you know, and people, the very first call you come in is Queen Rocks. Uno see say me know my viewers. Uno see say me study uno do. Uno see say me study uno do. Before the phone even start ring, me say people, me know say Queen Rocks a dial my number right now. And see it here? Queen Rocks pick up. Queen Rocks, what I go on?
You know I be bubbling over here.
Somebody say Queen Rocks have your
Let
on
me tell
speed
you
dial
something.
Unstoppable.
I was saying to myself, what away these yard man wicked, but me still love owners, so me ain't go throw out all the crab and them in the barrel one time. But I like how it ends, and as right now she had to make up for it every night, wheelbarrow, head up. You know what I mean?
Well, you say every
Next time
night.
she do that, call my name 2 times. Get some for me too. You see?
Yeah. Queen Rocks. Loud the woman. Loud the woman make she get what she a get for herself. Sure.
Let she get some for me too. She
No,
had enough to make up for
Queen
her. So
Rocks.
throw in some for me while she getting it. You
No, go get
understand?
your own. Leave the woman and her good alone. Anyway, Queen Rocks, big up yourself. Let me take our next call, see?
Yeah, but the fact with his son, I understand that. She look at it as this is a child. The father is a wicked man, but the child have nothing to do with it. She have a good heart. She will get her payment in time for that. So, okay, I'm glad it end good. Good night, everybody. Little more.
All right, big up yourself, Queen Rocks.
All right.
All right, so that was Queen Rocks right there. Boy, me say, me know my viewers them. Yes, Suzette, me see it. Big up yourself, Suzette. All right, so the phone line is open again. 876-420-3368. What are you, as a matter of fact, are you feeling as excited for me, for this caller, the way I'm feeling excited? And as Queen Rocks feel excited for this caller as well. Yes, what I say, because definitely this one ended positively. You understand? She was in a situation, Mitchie Boom, I see that call. My apologies, I missed that one. You can ring it back. She was in a situation with somebody where him just in a wall of space. You understand? Him just in a take up space and stop her from being with who she's supposed to be with. You see what I say? That was the situation right there. And we have the Queen on the line tonight. Queen Donna, what go on?
There, blessings, everyone. Blessings. I just want to say, I love how she keep herself together. Like, lady, you're strong, bad. Despite all of this, how much red flag my count? I think about 20 red flag my count. But you get all of the red flag them miss. You see, you never see them, fine. Because sometimes and everything we are going to see. But my love how you're strong. You don't make nothing get to you. You don't make nothing hold you back and none of that. Another thing when I want to point out is, despite everything what the dirty boy do, you still have that genuine love there for the son. I respect that.
Yes.
Because him never do you nothing. I'm like that. I'm respect you for that lady. Yes, that my car for say.
And some people wouldn't do it, you know. Listen, my youth, you
Exactly.
go on by your business. Where you call me for help?
Exactly. Enough woman wanna do it. Enough woman wouldn't do it.
Right.
May I tell you some things where people do to people, then I know say at the long run, you're gonna need that somebody later on in life. And look how him burning bridges with the woman. And she still build up back the same bridge where him burn down to help him again in the future.
Right.
Woman is a good woman. And see that God bless her with her own knight and charming armor. Good night.
All right, Queen Dania, big up on yourself. People, that's Queen Dania right there. You can check her out. She had an awesome conversation on her channel tonight. Yes, she goes live too, just like me. She has a live stream show. SF Rose from the royal family is in the building. Mama Millie, big up yourself. Mama Millie says, really happy she finally see happiness. Big up your clean, nice, good self, Carla. You hear what? Carla, you hear what Mama Millie say? Mama Millie said, big up your clean, nice, good self. Mama Millie, hope you're feeling better tonight. You know, me have to check Pierre and Mama Millie. All right, the phone line is ringing again. Let's see what's happening over here on the phone lines. Yes. Carla, good night. You are live. We have only like a couple minutes, but go on. Talk to it.
The great unstoppable live. How are you, sir? This is Derek C. Williams. I'm calling to you from Philadelphia. Wagwan, sir.
Well, Derek, you never even have to tell me, the minute me hear the voice and hear the accent, I knew exactly who it was, So, people, this is the Right Honorable Derek C. Williams calling in from Philadelphia. All
yes,
right.
Sir.
So,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
It's a pleasure to have you here calling in for the very first time, Derek. What's going on, brother?
All right. Well, I listened to the show in its entirety, and I will tell you, being a prior Navy, I was in the military. I was in the United States Navy for 5 years, and I'm originally from Greenville, Mississippi, a very small town in Mississippi. And from what I saw in Mississippi and what I saw here in Philadelphia, stationed in Virginia, going overseas, you have so many women. You have so many much women. There's so few viable men that women will accept any old thing. And most men know this. And so the fact of the matter is, when I heard this lady saying all this stuff, she went across the seas to find a man. I don't know what state she's from in America, but the bare fact that she went across the water to pull a man shows you right there that it's not a lot of viable men out here. That's not to say it's not a lot of good men out here,
right.
But it's where you find them, long story short. And so like being an American man, the fact that she had to reach across the water to get a guy, that's all you needed to know right there.
Right.
And so what happens is that probably 2 or 3 months in, when this guy realized, like, look, she's actually put me on her dime to fly me across the seas, I got me one. And that's exactly what we say here in Philadelphia. I got me one. Right. And so what you do is you use them like a sponge. You squeeze out all of the liquid water, and as soon as no more water, you send them pumping away.
Right.
Just like that. And so I just wanted to call for the first time being an American. I think it's very important that the brothers over here reach out to brothers worldwide. And so yourself, TR9 Area X, and others, that's just what I'm all about. So you have a supporter here for life from me. Ask TR9 Area X and SF Rose if you think I'm lying. Right. So I just want to thank you, for taking my time, my call, and good night to all of y'all, and salute.
I appreciate you calling in, man, Derek. And you can call in anytime, man. Without a doubt, I'm going to answer. Derek C. Williams. Yep. People, you can check his channel out. He is right here in the comment section. You can just click on it and subscribe to him. He does some very nice videos as well. And he's a very intelligent man as well. Me learn a few things from watching his videos and listening to him speak. All right, so Derek, thank you for calling in, all right?
All right, good night, son. You take care.
Yeah, man. All right, so people, like I said, check out Derek C. Williams. So, listen, I went to his channel and there were things that him teach me when me never know. Like just listening to some of him videos and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. But yeah, I know everything Unstoppable no. All right, so with that said, that's going to be the end of the calls that I... Oh, no. I was going to say that's the last call me I got accept, but I cannot do that. I cannot do that when I'm quite sure. Let me check. All right, 21 missed calls. And within this 21 missed calls, I am quite sure. All right, Melissa was calling. Melissa, I am going to extend the call for you because a long time you're not tuning in on YouTube. So Melissa, I'm going to extend it for you. Dr. Mia Witter, I'm going to take your call. And Gary, you always a beg for Melissa, and I say, yo, where Melissa there? Why Melissa not there on the show? So Gary, me know Gary are calling too. So I'm going to take 3 more calls. Melissa, Gary, and Dr. Mia. Let's go. Call in Melissa. Me just see your call back a while ago. Ring again, Melissa. Ring again. It's been a while since Melissa been here. So we have to hear from Melissa tonight. Lord God, everybody a call the same time. So guess what? When one person call, it knock off the next person call. Because I can see all the calls coming in, but just can't answer none. Finally get you to Mel. What go on, Mel? You know,
Good night, everyone.
You know, so I could not answer your call.
Yes, I know, boy. I tell you, listen. Remember, I had texted you to tell you that I'm on YouTube, but I had taken off my subscription notification because I subscribed to like a lot of things, and so I didn't realize that you were no longer doing Facebook Live. For whatever reason. But no, man, of course I miss you guys. But, you know, it is just so interesting, boy. I tell you, you know, the world is such a sad place, you know, unstoppable. I mean, I realize that women, we're under siege, man. We're under siege. Too much cruff in this world. It's like, me texted in the thing that, you know, it's a and listen, I know there are really good men out there, you know. Knock on wood, me find one. But listen, I have been through it all. Me can write book on cruff. And for no say, when me finally log on the program, Jano Star, me hear, although the lady's story was positive, actually I missed the end, so I forgot watch what the show.
The end was the best part, Mel. The end was the best part.
I went in my baby's room to help her with her homework, so I missed that part. Yeah, but what happened in the end with the lady?
The end was she get rid of the... No. I can't say cruff. She get rid of the undercover snapper like you would have said. Right?
Yeah, man, a fish man. They pick up the fish mentality long time.
And then she find herself a nice, firm Jamaican man where I make sure she get that proper fix on a regular basis and who look out for her and see him where how she look out for him.
Good. Yeah, man, that's why I say you have good men out there, you know. You can go through 20 frog, you know, until you find a prince. Or, you know, well, we're a bigger man now, till you find a king. So that's why I will never knock a woman's story because, you know, we've all had our stories. But it is just so unfortunate that, and that is why when I see people posting and talking about, yeah, women and your mouth, man, I say, which world them people are living in? Because as far as I'm concerned, a be a broke man in this blood, a be a broke man and cruff in this world. You understand? Women are becoming more successful. So if anybody I get eat out in terms of them pocket, it is the women. You understand? And so there are so many of these stories and it is so heart-wrenching, but I am really happy that it worked out for this lady. You understand? I mean, at the end of the day, we've all been through it. And we're going to make sure me keep following the show and please continue doing these stories because I am telling you, women need to hear these stories. I try to do my best. But, you know, on my page when me ready, you know, me savage, you know, me knock the cruff them, you know. Woman them yeah made a man clown, but sometimes I have to show people tough love, you understand? Yeah. And when I always tell people, you say, I don't want anybody to think that I'm being judgmental. I always tell people that this is a university where I graduate from. You understand? I was once a Yamid. I was once a man clown. So I write the book. So if me I give advice on my platform, I expect if you take it however savage it is. You understand? I'm a Virgo, so also Virgo people stay. We give tough love. Right. But you need to continue doing these stories because I don't think that a lot of people realize that women are under siege. And this whole misconception say women are eat up man and blah. No, sir. I uno broke and then I leech off a woman. You understand? And it's bad enough that women are going through emotional abuse, physical abuse, and then financial abuse on top of it. No, man, listen. I tell you, no, the school of me operate now, you know, me teach you, I will send man under them mother, you know. We don't play with man, and me tell people, say, from you look like cruff, you know, if you deal with them. You walk, you act, you smell like a cruff. You know, if a progressive woman cannot take up a cruff, your life is going to be miserable. It is going to be miserable. So if you can identify the red flags from early, your caller who had called in 2 calls or a call before. I like what you said that she identified like about 99 red flags, which is true. And it's not just for this lady's story. A lot of us had 99, even 105% red flags, and we ignored it for feelings. We need to learn how to identify a red flag and separate whatever we're feeling. If we don't care if the man look good or whatever vibes we're feeling, we need to learn how to separate that and learn how to follow what common sense and what is real and what is staring us in front of our face to know that this thing is not for us. You understand? But please continue doing these stories because all heap of them out there and women who are in it, they need to hear other people's stories so they can come out of it. As well, the women who don't experience it yet, because I would never want a woman to experience being hurt like this. Trust me. So if they can hear these stories and it's like a mitigation, prevention type thing you have going for women who don't experience it, good. And then for those who are in it, they need to hear these stories so they can get the strength to leave. Right? But yeah, man, so big up Eddie himself. And what I'm going to do is like unsubscribe to some of them little idiot platform where we did used to, so like Al Shabbat and them people. I got unsubscribe from them and set back my notification so that I will be alerted when your show come on.
Yeah, man, because as me say, Gary always asks you, every time me and Gary talk, Gary say, unstoppable, warm to Melissa, man. Why me love Melissa calling, you know, so me glad you connect again. But somebody just comment something a while ago in a mail, and when me think about what the person say, I true, you know, somebody say you sound like Tony and sing. Anybody ever tell you that? I true, you know, when me listen to your when me listen to your voice a while ago, I true, you know, you sound like her, you know.
Who name so?
The new Miss World, Melissa, which part you there?
Oh shit.
Somebody just tell me a while ago in the comments say you sound like Tony and sing. And when me read the comment, your voice sound exactly like her for real.
Oh, well, that's a compliment. Well, I wish I could sing though, because if I could, I did sing. We can dance though, but we can't sing. Yeah. But yeah, that's a compliment. Well, big up yourself, guys. I really trust me. And as I say, unstoppable, because when I do come, I realize that you've been doing, well, not necessarily this script, but you've been doing a lot of shows lately centered around what women are going through, or even men, because it's not just women who are being taken for coons. You have men too who are being taken for fools. And so I like that you're doing a lot of these stories. It will save a life. I am telling you, all of these spousal killings, it starts from these red flags. When a man wants to eat out your money, that is financial abuse. When he wants to belittle you and all of that, all of these are the red flags that can eventually cost you your life. So thankfully, you know, for this lady, myself in the past, and other women who are lucky to get out of these relationships with her, although me different still, because no boy can try that. Them know say, you don't want to rise up the lioness. Like, you know, you can yam out my money and take me for fool, but me wipe you, your family, and your generation. But anyway, what I say is that, you know, me like the fact that you're doing these stories, because a lot of women are going through it, and men. And people need to be smarter. And in light of all these domestic violence that are taking people's life, these are the things that lead up to that. So if these women or men can get out of this toxic relationship from right now or not go into it, trust me, unstoppable. You're saving a life. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself. Thanks for calling, Zane.
Yeah, man.
All right. So people, that was Melissa right there. No, Colleen, I saw you say where you was calling. I saw where Miss Henley. I saw you said you was calling. So if you reach me before Dr. Mia or Gary, make it up me right now, cause I'm about to end. So let's see which one I want to actually get me first. All right, I'm about to end. I'm already, how much minutes? 14 minutes over. So, Mia, what go on?
Not much I can call, but I realized that you're still on a call. Good night, everybody. So my 2 cents is not gonna be long. It's gonna be like, okay, so she went through hell and back and she come out a winner. And I totally, as a matter of fact, what's her name? Melissa said everything that I wanted to say, so that's how I'm gonna keep it short. We, as I always say when I call in, we see the red flags and sometimes we want to just do it because we have a good heart. But you know what? Like I was telling one person earlier since night, sometimes we end up in a situation that is not for us. And the only good thing about it is when we lift ourselves out of it and we come out as a winner. Because we all have been through situations and series of heartbreak. No matter what nobody say, everybody go through heartbreak. Woman use man and man use woman. But the good thing about it is when you find a good king to match up with you as a queen, vice versa. Because like I always say, for everybody who have been on my channel know the guy I'm with now because I exposed him because I now see the kind of individual he is to be exposed. And he's a genuine person. And I can safely say I have gone through hell and back and I found my king. So big up to that woman there where she got through it and she still helped the son. You know, let me tell you something. No matter how big a child is, from the person have respect for you, even if you're in there with them daddy or them mommy, them are gonna relate to you like a parent. Because I've seen where it happens a whole lot of times. And my guy has a son and he's living with his mother and he totally respect me. And I'm telling you, he said to me earlier since week that he called me mom and I was shocked when he do that. And every time he called me, he always end the conversation, I love you, mom. And one day he called me and he said to me, you know, if you're married to daddy, you know, definitely you go always to be my stepmom, right? Because daddy can't make me talk to no other woman. No, me say, no, you cannot do that. Because whatever your dad choose, if you don't work out, it's his choice. You just have to respect the individual. So from a child become a man or a woman and he respect the individual as a step, then you have to go forward. And no matter what, if you can help, you help. If you can't help, that's it. Because you don't get your blessing from the person who you help, you get it from God. And God give blessing.
All right, Dr. Mia. Thank you for calling, Zane.
All right.
All right, people, you can check out Dr. Mia over there on YouTube as well. She, just like Queen Donna and myself, does some awesome shows as well. All right, and Melissa, the people them want to know where to find you, Melissa. Melissa, Mel, the people them in the comment section is asking, where can we find your page? So Mel, you need to tell the people them where on Instagram them can find you. People, she is not on YouTube, she is not Instagram, on Facebook. She is on Facebook. So her page is on Facebook. Mel, you need to comment it because the people them are asked. Them want to find you. Alright? Alright, so I guess that's it. Hold on there. Gary da call. You know what? Instead of Gary call, let me try reach him. Because Gary call a couple times and him not get the answer. So make me reach out to Gary instead. You see me?
Good night.
Liba Edwards in the building. Big up yourself, Liba. What go on, my boss?
But dear Melissa, welcome back. Welcome back, Melissa. Now the show up on top again, boy. Anyway, good night to all the cars. Yo, anyway, I want to say, man, this is one of my main things I want to say. All of these men who are go around and do all of these things, they need to just stop. Both Jamaican, Trinidad, and Guyanese, everybody. Because we all need one culture. They need to stop it. And it go for the woman in the same way. But regardless, my love how she come out on top. And as me say, one fear and a fear, you know. But the man them just need to stop abuse the ladies in many of them. Woman do it, you know. But boy, the woman them come out and them attack. And it make it look so bad. So now sometimes the good suffer for the bad. You want to, no, you have some decent man out there who would love to have a relationship. And guess what? Because of what a woman go through before, scarred and everything, it causes a problem where they don't want to have nothing to do with even Jamaican. Oh, I don't want them, the whole of them are the same. That is the label we get now. So right now, the man them just need to stop it, man. And this green card situation, as I wrote earlier, the way these things is going on, remember say higher heads are listening and watching our show all over the world. These only give the government them ways how to think about to say, you know what, we need to put this green card thing harder for people to get through, because if it is causing so much emotional pain to the ladies, because my man shot. And the woman them need company, them need love, them need everything. And guess what? When them really say them think them find a man for get that love, that is the time the man them start. How can you have a man in your house and soon as he get him work permit, he start sleep on floor when he should have there beside that woman every night? I don't understand them type of man there. And as my right, before him come like a tenement yard boy. Him buy up every little thing for move out on him one quick.
Yeah.
Him life didn't work. And they need to stop it. That's all I have to say for tonight. And big up to the lady, the caller. And Melissa again, welcome back again.
All right, Gary, big up. See you, my boss.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Simone. You seem like you have a point where you want to really make Simone. Ring me again, Simone. I see a couple times you say you try for call. Ring me right now, Simone. Try right now while no one is calling, Simone. Because I see where you say you try a couple times. So go right ahead, Simone. I'm waiting on your call. All right? Waiting on your call, Simone. All right, so while I'm waiting on Simone to call in, listen. Earlier I posted that anybody who invited 5 new persons here tonight, right? Island Girls Can Cook in the building, big up yourself. Anyone who invited 5 new persons to tonight's show will win a $25 Amazon gift card or $25 phone credit. So let's go. Moderators, please assist me because I know the chat are going to move really fast right now. If you were invited by someone, I need you to type new here sent by the person that sent you. So go right ahead right now. I'm looking out. The first 5 persons I see, which is the very first, which is sent by the same person, I will be looking out. Let's go. The first 5 persons that was the same name. Suzette, I saw that, but I'm waiting on it now. If you were sent here by someone and it was intentionally left for the end of the show, so if you tell people for forward and them that they are till the end of the show, then you know how that go. It was intentionally left until the end of the show to see who was sent. So if you were sent by someone and you're new here, comment new here sent by such and such. All right, Donna Johnson says sent by Tati. So for Tati, that's 1. For Tati, that's 1. If you are new here, all right, people, regulars, please, let's take this serious, please. The chat is already moving fast. Please, nobody do the I'm new here. If you know you're not new, please don't do that. Please, let's take this serious. All right, Rush Link 1. If you're new here and you were sent by someone, comment new sent by the person that sent you. I know I saw a couple people commenting earlier saying that they were sent, but I left this until the end of the show because I know someone wasn't there. All right, TR 1. All right, Rush Link, that's 2. Exactly, true loveless. That's the thing. That's the thing. Me know them would have left before the end of the show, so that's why I intentional. You see, if me did say do it in at the beginning of the show, that wouldn't make sense. So far, Rush Link in the lead with 2. It look like me have to go left this until Friday night's show. It look like me have to go left this until Friday night show because everybody think them could have get a swing over and say, all right, check in at the beginning and then left. All right, so welcome all the newbies. Glad to have you here. Happy to have you here. Shataya Green says sent by Melissa Unstoppable. All right, so that's one for Melissa. Yeah, I'm going to leave it until Friday because all of the new people them will get sent. Don't click off and gone. So Melissa Unstoppable get one. Melissa Unstoppable get two. Shataya Green, I already have yours. All right, so it's confirmed. It's going to be left until Friday. So when you invite the people, then make them know, say, them can't just click on at the beginning and say sent by such and such and then click off and gone. That no work. All right, so it's time night now. I want to say thank you to every person that had contributed to the show via Super Chat. And right now I'm going to call out those names. I'm going to say big up to Susie Unstoppable. Big up to Sophia James. Tony Hendricks Green. Unstoppable Queen, Donna Marie. Boy, Adelina Gamma. I think that is, Lisa Unstoppable. Derek C. Williams. TR from the Royal Family. Queen Dania. Mama Millie. And Miss Harris. Thank you very much for contributing via Super Chat to tonight's show. Totally appreciate you contributing and supporting this channel. All right. And the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to say right now is that time of the night I'm going to jump off. So, I want to say big up to all of my moderators, everybody who is in blue. Thank you very much for the support and always sticking with me. You know, Kanika, JJ, Siptak, Susie Unstoppable, and Maslin, Teresa, Jamaica YouTube, Queen Dania, Dr. Mia, TR, SF Rose, all of my moderator, Melisha here, all of my moderators, Mrs. Brooks, thank you very much for supporting me non-stop and helping me with this stream. All right. And my two newest moderators on the show, Kizzy Unstoppable and also Anna K Unstoppable. Big up yourself and thank you guys for supporting as well. Kanika, much love to you. All right. Now, let's get into it. Unstoppable Army, march out. Let's go. Let's see some flames for the Unstoppable Army. If you're not there, more see some flames. Let's go. Flames from the Unstoppable Army. Susie Unstoppable, big up yourself. Dr. Mia, big up yourself. Sanjaya Unstoppable, big up. Menelva Unstoppable, big up. Peaches Roberts Unstoppable, blessings to you. All right. Janine Unstoppable, Janine, sorry, tomato. All right. Carleen Unstoppable, big up yourself. Navlet K Unstoppable, big up yourself. John Wick Unstoppable, bless up. Menelva Unstoppable, much love to you, Queen. All right. Chrissy Unstoppable. Joy Hall Unstoppable. All right. Kizzy Unstoppable, big up yourself. All right. Simone. All right. Mr. Sanjay already. Miriam Unstoppable. True Loveless Unstoppable. Carol Lee Unstoppable. All right. Kayla Cole Unstoppable. Big up yourself. All right. Let's go. Unstoppable Army. Akisha Unstoppable. Much love to you, Queen. All right. Let's go. Unstoppable Army. Sandy Love Unstoppable. Big up yourself. All right. Let's go. Unstoppable Army. We're on a day. All right. Mr. True Loveless already. Unstoppable Queen Donna Marie. Big up yourself, Mr. Miriam Unstoppable. All right, let's go. All of the Unstoppable Army members. All right, I hit that. It look like the Unstoppable Army that, you know. It look like the Unstoppable Army that. You know, earlier me that go say, oh, come in and see Menelva in the chat. But Menelva is here. Marcia, oh, Lord God. Marcia, you know what? Me still go give it. Marcia Unstoppable. Marcia, you left out the S though. And you put a D. But Marcia Unstoppable, big up yourself. All right. Yes. Marcia. Oh, Marcia, you know, say you was Sunday night shout out, right? Sunday's shout out, right? And you did not go on the community tab and big up the people them who showed you love on Sunday. So Marcia, you need to go on the community tab of Unstoppable Live and you need to go respond to the comments them, the people them will show you a whole heap of love. All right? Yes. So, Marcia, you were Sunday's shout out, so you need to go over there. All right, so the people who are here who don't know why so much people have Unstoppable to them name, if you have the word Unstoppable added to whatever your YouTube name is, then you become automatically a part of the Unstoppable Army. And anywhere you go, people recognize you because they're going to say, wait, them man, how so much Unstoppable people there, so. You see me? So yes, it is that simple. Become a part of the Unstoppable Army by just simply adding the word Unstoppable to your name. All right, see it there? Like Navlet Unstoppable. Yes, have a blessed night, Unstoppable. Big up yourself, Navlet. Much love to you. All right, now, people, like I said, and to those of you who contributed to my PayPal, thank you very much. If anyone out there want to contribute to the PayPal link is right in the comment section of this live stream as well as the description. So totally appreciate all contributions as well. Big up to the royal family and everybody over there who came over from the royal family. Thank you for coming in tonight. And once again, big up to Derek C. Williams. All right. Totally love and appreciate everyone for the support. Now, before I leave, I'm going to say this last thing. As you heard Melissa said, I'm doing something that is helping a lot of women, right? And helping a lot of people, as a matter of fact. And the reason is, it's therapy in a way, in a sense. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to and let things off of your chest. And this is what Unstoppable's platform does. It gives you the opportunity to share things that you went through, share your experience, and get a feedback from an audience that is, one, not judgmental, and two, not go criticize you or call you no names. Right here, we do things as a family. We communicate as a family. We don't disrespect nobody. So you can feel free to send a simple WhatsApp message. If you have an experience you would like to share, just send a WhatsApp message to the number on screen. It's 876-420-3368. And all that message needs to say is, I would like to share my story or my experience, and I will return a call to you. Please don't call me. Send a WhatsApp message and say, I would like to share my experience. And the reason why I said, please don't call me, my phone ring enough already. Ring off of the hook already. And I want to know who is calling, so just simply send a message and I will return the call to you. All right? Thank you, people. Totally appreciate it. With that said, Evelyn, Lord God, Evelyn, give me a Evelyn. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Totally love that. Good night again, people. Have an awesome night. And with that said, here we go. It is that time right now for us to feel the music.
Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Feel the music. Move your waistline. Move your shoulders. Feel the music. Move your waistline. Move your shoulders.
This music got me feeling like them way up high, sipping martinis and blue slushes with umbrellas up high. I like dancing, you like dancing? Put my feet up